Well, thanks for coming. I just want to say a few words, introduce a few people. I'm Terrence Wall with T-Wall Enterprises, the development company, and just want to say this has been a long haul. You know, a development like this, very complicated, takes a few years to get everything ready and the vision put onto paper, and the paper put into mortar and brick. And that's what we're doing today, is we're going to celebrate this vision now being put into reality. It's been a long haul with the entitlements, the financing. You know, we're in an environment that's very difficult to develop in, with higher construction costs, higher interest rates. So it's been really a challenge. But with a great team effort of a lot of people here in Wausau that made this happen, we are now going to be able to move forward. So I just want to thank a bunch of people. First, I'd like to thank the council, City Council, and Lisa Rasmussen and Sarah Watson and Chad Henke and Doug Dinney and the Plan Commission members who helped make this possible. I want to give Doug the opportunity to say some few words, and I'll continue to thank a few other people. The mayor could step forward.
Hey, what a beautiful day to be in Wausau. Hey, great. Thanks to Beat for inviting me over here. And two thanks here. One to Wausau Opportunity Zone, WAS, and our foundations, and to Terrence Wall from T-Wall. I just have two words to pass on: progress and tenacity. What we see here today is progress, and it's a result of tenacity. I looked up tenacity in a dictionary. There was a picture of Terrence Wall. So I don't know if you'd be offended if we called him tenacious Terrence, but we're going to depend on your tenacity moving forward.
Terrence, and it is really exciting to be here. I think it's been 4.5 years journey. I remember the Greater Wausau Prosperity Partnership strategic plan coming out, and one of the things in the plan was a redevelopment of the Wausau Mall, and then getting an email 2 weeks later from Mark Craig saying the mall's for sale, and had no idea that we'd have to execute on that plan that fast. And the Davis Foundation, Alexander Foundation stepped up to help make the acquisition possible. The city of Wausau jumped in and partnered with us because we believe in community and private partnerships. And so we did this together with the idea that we would control how this ended up and fit into downtown, rather than let somebody come in with their own vision and we didn't really have a lot of control. So a little bit about how that got started, and I think about, there's so much that a lot of people are thinking that it took that things weren't happening. There was a lot that happened over this 4 years to get to this point. I mean, there was DNR issues, there was demolition, there was just a lot of stuff. And the state worked with us well, the city worked with us well, and really I think this is pretty fast. And then, as Mayor Dinney pointed out, and Terrence pointed out, and everything doubled. It's incredible that we're here. There's a lot of projects around the country that are not happening.
Thank you. You are now a new citizen of this community.
Great. Where's my
Welcome.
key?
That's when the building's done.
Yeah. Just want to thank you. Thank you for your persistence to move this forward in these really difficult times, like Jeff's talking about. We are a community on transformation. We are right there. This place is changing in a very positive way. You're part of it. I want to thank you and thank everybody here, because everybody had a role in this community. Hard lift, but we got it done.
Appreciate the introduction. Again, Chris Fender with Intercity State Bank. And I think we've had a number of speakers today, all with a very common theme of partnership, working together over time. And as I look out at a lot of the familiar faces here, the real pillars of our community, of our government, our not-for-profit, our lending institutions, a lot of what we saw and heard was only part of the story. The work that Terrence and his team had to do to make this happen, the work that our city government did to make this happen, the foundations and the banks as well. And you know, many people don't know, but the name Intercity represents you know, the combination of the cities. We bring Wausau and Schofield together with our locations in Wausau, Schofield, and Weston. And we're all here because this downtown brings our entire community together. We've got the beauty of the natural resources with the river. We've got the 400 block, our not-for-profits with the Children's Imaginarium in the background and the historic Grand Theater just a few blocks away. And really this first step of the revitalization makes today a very historic day. Most of us remember coming to the mall for, as we grew up, some of us maybe even remember the initial stages of that. And so for all of us to be a part of this new step forward, not just for downtown Wausau, but for our entire community, is something that I think we're all very thankful to you and for all of us to show how we can work together to push things forward. So